Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today we'll talk about my upgrade plan for my Staccato XC, and also I will be announcing when I'm going to be doing the live stream, as I'm putting it all together. It will be tomorrow at 7 Central European Time, uh, E CET. I think it's called, yeah, CTE. So yeah, if you want to watch and maybe just chat and watch, up to you. That's the time I'm going to be starting tomorrow at Central European Time at 7 what's it called, PM. I'm not sure how that system works. But the part I have gotten home today is let's see, where do we start? Do we start? I have, I have gotten a hop-up the nozzle housing, or whatever it's called, from Cow, and this is I believe it's the B2 or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with Cow's parts, but yeah, gotten this home. I have heard a lot of good things about Cow. I also did some research, so don't go walk in completely blind. So yeah, and so I also got a aluminium CNC nozzle. Yeah, aluminium. Of course, TM spec, so it works in most TM compatible high cappers or 2011s, whatever you want to say. So yeah, this is the CNC aluminium. I'm quite surprised that they make nozzle in aluminium. I thought most just were plastic, like that's the standard. But apparently this one is aluminium. So yeah, it's a really a nice color. I thought about just getting it in just plain black, but I think if because with my 20 with my Staccato, I'm quite going for like a sleeper build. Don't really most like high cappers are like super colorful and have aluminium parts and super shiny. I think some of them could look good, but most I think doesn't really don't really care about it. It doesn't look good to me. So I thought, okay, if I'm gonna get one part that's gonna stand out, I'm just gonna get a nozzle that's rainbow foul colored, I guess. So yeah. Oh shit, stay there, motherfucker. Yeah. I also got a 180 nozzle return spring, I believe it's called. Just because I'm gonna be so stroking this pistol, so I think it's the best that this nozzle doesn't stick too long on the barrel, inner barrel and stuff like that. So yeah, also from Cacao. Doesn't really matter what it's. And I got a stronger recoil spring, because last video I did, I showed you that the slide is the recoil spring that was in there is kind of weak. So I got a stronger one. This is a 1 to 140 spring. I don't know what that means. I'm not an expert on that. But a stronger spring. I also got the Cow short stroke buffer things. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure on how many like I'm gonna put in, but I definitely can put the blue ones in. Yeah, I think so. But let's see. Before I see, I'm not 100% sure how many I can add without it breaking. I also got a quantum hopper whopper because I've had good experiences with those, so I thought, well, I might as well get one for this, even though I think it's not really gonna be the accuracy. Then it's pretty accurate already, but it can always be better. So I got quantum GBB, what's it called, hopper whopper. I also got a okay, you can't read that. It's mirrored for you guys. But it's a 94 millimeter inner barrel. I believe it's 6.3 type bore barrel from TTI. Can I show this? Yeah. I believe the one that's in the pistol is 194 millimeters, I believe. But I saw in the slide there's actually room for like a little longer, so I thought, okay. And they have had a good deal on this, so I thought, okay, it's only like 3 millimeters longer, so I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. But might as well get a slightly longer one. As you can see, I can just quickly check it out. Of course, I'm sweaty. Oh shit. Fucking shit. Okay, there you go. It's down there. Huh. I can't know if you can see this, but it's really, really good, shiny in here. Looks really well made. So yeah. But that's basically the parts I've gotten for the staccato. I don't feel like getting that one. I can go get that after. But yeah. Shout out to Pro Shop. I can't remember what it's called specifically. I'll put a link to them in the description because it was really professional when I had a problem with GLS shipping problem, because apparently there was a problem with the shipping because on the 2nd of March I got a notification that GLS have picked it up from the shop, and then it went to like Friday or technically Saturday night. Then I got again a notification. So it was like five days with no like, hey, to update on the tracking number, saying, hey, your package is now in North France, Germany, so on. Nothing. So those guys were real professional. They said to contact them Tuesday, and they immediately, like a couple hours later, wrote me back and said, okay, we will check with the provider, and then on Friday they contact me and say it's almost in your country. Say, oh, okay, thank you for you telling me what's going on. Not Gales gonna fucking say, hey, your package is no going this far. It's gonna be with you in like a couple days. Nothing with Gales other than the first notification they picked up my package. So I don't know if this is a unique experience, but usually, like I would say, 85% of the time, GLS works like a shipping company should, updating you maybe once a day and stuff there about the package, and it delivers pretty quickly. But the other 15%, man, they feels like they have grandma working in the warehouse, GLS. So yeah, but that's um that's nothing new. So yeah. Yeah, so I hope you guys would like to tune in on tomorrow at Central European 7 o'clock. That's 7 in the morning, 7 at after a little after dinner. Hope you want to tune in and see me struggling putting all this shit together, because it's my first time upgrading a high capper, so it will also be a learning experience for me. But yeah, please tune in if you want. And till next time, see you guys.